All right. Hey, everybody. MichaelK.Eth here. Just have a little bit of intermission music, so we wait for everyone to turn up. Hey, Robbie's Matrix in the house. So, Rob, how are you, mate? Thanks for dropping in. Also, as well, let me know if my audio is coming through nice and clear and I don't sound like a crackly robot or Speedy Gonzalez is always helpful. Just chilling for a minute, so we wait for a few people to turn up. Hey, DoktaStrange is in the house. Doctor, how are you? Just chilling for a minute, so we wait for a few people to turn up. Oh, I love the thumbs up. It sounds like my audio is coming through nice and clear. That is always helpful. Well, here we go. Oh, all the good people are coming in now. I see Angel, Q-Collector98. Just a bit of intro music here, so we wait for the space to fire up, to heat up, because we've got a few things to go over what's been happening in the market. And also, if he happens to turn up, we've got a special guest. Hey, Hinano D, how are you? Feel free to come up, guys, at any moment during the show, and let me know what's going on. Also, again, like I said, if my audio plays up at any time during the show, please let me know so I can do something about it. Because it's not very nice listening to me in robotic form. Hey, I see Poppy as well. Poppy, thanks for dropping in, mate. I know you're a busy man, and I always appreciate your time when you're able to drop into these streams. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Hope your family's doing all right. So yeah, like I said, if he manages to turn up, I know it's going to be awfully late for him. We've got Michael from Wallet Guard is going to be joining us. But, we'll see. Like I said, it's going to be. I think it's about 11 o'clock at night his time. So hopefully he can join us. If he can't, then that's okay because we've still got all these awesome people in the house. And also, like I said before, guys, please feel free to jump up at any point during the show to come up, say hi. These are always a much more enjoyable when I've got someone to talk to. It's not just me monologuing. But I'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll jump into it. Been a few things happening lately on the VeVe front, on the Cryptoys front. Got all sorts of cool stuff happening. Hey, here we go. Someone to talk to. Well, before we get into it, then let's kill this music. Let's start the show. Let me get my music together. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Happy Wednesday, everyone, or Thursday morning if you're here in the UK. Here we go. All right. G'day, everybody. MichaelK.Eth here, and we're back again with another episode of VeVe Wednesdays. I got to make sure I say that correctly because I did notice last time on the last episode I actually said VeVe Weekends, and I'm glad nobody caught that. And I was expecting some comments over in the YouTube channel and say, you said the wrong one. It's like, I know, but nobody else picked up on it, so it's all good.
I caught it. I just didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought I was going to get away scot-free. But as you heard, we've got DoktaStrange in the house. Doctor, how are you?
I'm good, Oz. What's good with you?
Good, mate. So I just woke up not long ago. So just trying to get my bits and pieces together. But yeah. Oh, actually, before I've got you here, Doctor, I just want to say a big thank you for that intro music you did for VeVe Weekends, mate. Unbelievable, fire, loved it.
Oh man, you're welcome, brother. Just trying to spread a little love throughout the community. Just having some fun out here, man, and making it do what it do.
Yes, sir. So that's So yeah, if anyone out there is listening and would like something similar, maybe perhaps done from, definitely hit Doctor up because you are putting that offer out there to anyone in the community, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Making all kind of music. I got access to all types of artists, musicians. So yeah, man, just making custom songs for people, intros, outros, instrumentals, background music, pretty much anything you could think of. I'm gonna shoot out like my Fiverr link probably tomorrow. But I know that like BE included it in one of his tweets. So yeah, it's out there a little bit, but just getting a couple things finalized in the background before I start really blasting it out there. But yeah, man.
Very cool. Yeah, I saw the one from BE, and yeah, it was really cool. A talented man. So what's been happening out there in the world? I see VeVe's had all sorts of bits and pieces firing off. We've had basically Blackpink has been shooting up all over the place. Are we hyped about it? Are we excited? Because it seems like everyone else is. Just like it's like nothing. I see nothing but Blackpink everywhere.
Yeah, man. I wasn't really too aware of the group. I heard of K-pop in general, but when I heard some of the songs, I was like, "Oh snap! I actually heard this stuff every night." It's like, damn, I heard this stuff already. So that was kind of surprising. I thought one of their songs, I thought it was Rihanna song. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny, but yeah, it's dope, man. I don't know what the overall implications will be. I guess we'll see. I don't know if it'll have an effect like when Disney announced, merging with VeVe and stuff. But we'll see how it pans out, man. I know that there should be a decent amount of people, on the app by now, or as we get closer to the drop and going for the drop. So it's kind of like David alluded to, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with their servers and just, it's exciting times. It's fun to just see this stuff, It's not very often that we're getting these types of pops nowadays because we've gotten some of the biggest stuff you probably can get at this point. So it's very hard to keep reinventing that effect. But here we are.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's great to see this level of excitement back in the VeVe market. So, now here we go.
Yeah, definitely.
So as you guys may already seen, we actually have a special guest with us this evening. Something we don't normally cover too often on this channel. I've got Michael from Wildcard, who's come in to speak to us about a bit of cybersecurity, just staying safe on the on the web. So Michael, how are you? Yeah, mate. Yeah, coming through loud and clear. I can see some thumbs up, 100%. So it sounds like you're coming through nice and clear.
Web V Wednesdays. What's going on, everybody? Hello to all the listeners. Big shout out to you guys for hosting, and really excited for the conversation today. I guess there's going to be a lot of people missing out, so the room is recorded. Make sure you hit that box at the bottom right of the screen, like and repost for people that can't make it here right now, so they could listen to this amazing alpha later on.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Yeah, nice one. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. And also appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to come and speak in the space with us. I do realize it is getting on time wise where you are. I believe it's coming up at like 11 o'clock night time.
Well, there's no sleeping here, man.
There's no sleep.
No. Just so everybody knows, the entire WalletGuard team is in one hacker house. We all live in one place building out this application. So there is no sleeping. We're putting in 18, 20, 22-hour days every single day.
Yeah, right. So you're like me, sleep is kind of like overrated.
Yeah, exactly. What is sleep?
That's it. What is sleep? Something we probably don't get nowhere near enough, but things to do. But I just wanted to make sure I was just being respectful of your time, just not holding you up for too long. Obviously, stay with us for as long as you possibly can. And like I said, we'll go a bit of cybersecurity to start with, bit of staying safe on the web, and like I said, we'll leave the floor open to anybody who's got any questions, and yeah, we'll just jump right on. We just chill out, have a nice chill conversation. We could even, like, normally on this channel we cover things like VeVe's, digital collecting, whether that be like, you know, VeVe, Cryptoys, Candy, all that fun stuff. We basically cover all things basically geek is what we do here on VeVe Wednesdays.
Love it. As long as people are collecting and there's digital something involved, I'll definitely be able to drop a couple of tips for people.
Yes, sir. So I guess we'll start off with Michael. Why don't you basically introduce yourself, to tell us a little bit about WalletGuard, and basically what is it, and why should we care about it?
Definitely. So yeah, my name is Michael K. I'm the partnership director for WalletGuard, and WalletGuard is a set of tools and educational resources to help you protect your digital assets. So there's a couple of different products that we have. One of the main products is our browser extension. And just to keep in mind, WalletGuard is not a wallet. We're not an NFT. We're not a token. You don't have to connect your wallet to us. You don't have to sign a signature, but we're able to warn you about malicious websites, wallet drainers, and risk factors before you even have to connect your wallet or run a simulation. And if you do get to the point of connecting your wallet, we also have multiple layers of defense. So whether it's a swap, a claim, a mint, a signature, any sort of interaction, WalletGuard will break it down into plain English before you hand it off to your preferred wallet. So it's literally a no-brainer once people take the 2 seconds to check out what WalletGuard is. And I want to give a big shout out to our users. We just passed over 100,000 users and over $50 million saved from wallet drainers in the past year alone. So that's $50 million that scammers didn't get because WalletGuard exists. So everything about WalletGuard is in one place. It's on our website, walletguard.app. I pinned also our official X page to the top. So if you do your own research on WalletGuard, I guarantee that you will be satisfied after you check out who we're backed by, who we're partnered with, the fact that we've been building in public, and just check out the numbers. Check out our transparency. Check out our repos on GitHub. We are open source. You can literally see the code that you're installing when you choose to use WalletGuard. The fact that we can't move your assets, the fact that we're not data mining the user, and that we're just simply a lightweight open source security layer between you and your preferred wallet.
So how do y'all make money, man?
That's it. Let's go.
Yeah, so as of right now, we have proof of product. Thank you.
So, yeah, man, definitely a round of applause. I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that elevator. I like that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, so as of right now, everything is free and open source. So the browser extension, we also have the security dashboard. We're also partnered officially with MetaMask, so you can actually enable WalletGuard as a snap inside of your MetaMask wallet. So you could see a lot more information than just a gas fee. We also have the WalletGuard Academy, which is another free resource that we offer, that basically we did the research for you. We show you how to create your first wallets, how to keep your seed phrases secure, God forbid what to do in case your wallet gets drained. So because of this, what we've done in the past year and a half is we've created a product that is proof that needs to exist in the space. We're not asking for people's money to go and build something. We already built it. It exists right now. You could enable it within seconds. And now what this has geared us up to do is to enable monetization. So within a few months, we're going to be kicking on WalletGuard Pro. And WalletGuard Pro is for the heavier users, the ones that need unlimited simulations, unlimited phishing detection, unlimited soft locking of assets, which is another feature that we just released, a gasless way for you to lock your favorite NFTs and tokens so that if anything tries to interact with it, it's another layer of defense on top of your assets for absolutely no cost. So WalletGuard Pro is going to give the heavier users unlimited access to all of these features, and it's going to help keep the entire extension free and open source for the masses. And we also have a very big game plan when it comes to the different packages we're going to offer. So whether you have $0 or $5 or $10 or whatever you want to spend, not only are you going to get Web3 security through WalletGuard, but we're partnering up with an antivirus company, because a lot of the threats that we have seen over the past year are Web2 threats that are bleeding into Web3 assets. So, for example, people are getting fake video game invitations. They're getting fake Forbes interview calls. They're also seeing ads on Twitter and Google and Bing that are leading to malware, keyloggers, viruses, and Trojans. These are all Web 2 threats that nobody talks about. And then people end up losing their Web 3 assets. So not only are we offering the Web 3 security, but we're offering Web 2 security through an actual antivirus company. And one of the final packages is Web 3 through WalletGuard, Web 2 through an antivirus company, and an insurance policy for your crypto assets as a third-party service. So you're going to basically get everything security and insurance-wise from one place. And that's how we're going to monetize and take over that part of the market, considering we now have proof that WalletGuard works, and it actually is something that's much needed in the space.
Yeah, definitely.
My money, man. You sold me. I'm done.
That's it. It's just like shut up and take my money.
Yeah, man. just do it.
That's it. But no, I mean, like that's amazing to hear. Like that that you're going to be offering that option to everybody, like to the more like heavy hitter people who need it. And like we get stories like that. Well, I don't want to say all the time, but definitely it has happened in the space. I know we've had stories in the past about members of the community who've had issues on what's the sites like L1X was a good example. There's Chico Roco as well. They had that issue a while back. And yeah, it really is a big thing that nobody really talks a lot about cybersecurity. I know. I originally got onto WalletGuard through the Superstar Money, Rob and Joe, who they were listening there in the background 2 seconds ago, but it is late for them. And also as well, if you haven't seen as well, you just recently made an appearance on the Real Uncommon podcast with Hinano and D, who are also listening in the background as well. Also, big thank you to Hinano and D for suggesting that Mike will come on VeVe Wednesdays to talk about WalletGuard. So thank you again for that.
Greatly appreciate that. All these legends in the space, I love jumping onto podcasts, different Twitter spaces, just talking about wallet safety. It's a win-win for everybody involved. Like there's literally nothing to lose. Dropping easy tips, easy wins for people to not only keep their Web3 secure, but also their Web2. And here's the scary thing. A lot of people are expecting the masses to come into crypto when the masses don't even know how to manage their own passwords. They don't know the importance of an antivirus or not using your mobile phone number as a two-factor or recovery method. They just don't care. And they also hit yes, agree, accept, allow, continue on everything that pops up on whatever device they're using. That mentality is not going to work in Web3. That's not how we Web3. And when we all came into the space, we were all shooting in the dark. There was no direct place to get the right answers or the right tools. And unfortunately, more than half the people in the space have already had their wallets drained or been scammed in some way. We could change that if we spread the right information, if we give the right resources, if we start people off with a mentality of security first, so then they could degen safely. Because if you're onboarding people into crypto and you're not mentioning security in any way, fuck it. Doesn't have to be WalletGuard. Just at least mention, hey, read what you're about to do before you do it. If you're not doing that, you're setting them up for failure. Let us be that chief security officer. Let us be the people for your community when they need help, when they need to make sure they're on the right link, that they're signing the right signature, that they're not sitting there sweating and shaking, wondering about what they're about to hit approve on. This is the exact reason why we made WalletGuard. So you don't get that phone call the day after onboarding someone and they're sitting there saying, what happened to all my NFTs? I thought it was a free mint. Everything is gone. This is why we made WalletGuard.
Yeah, true that. Doctor, you had your hand up a little while ago. Did you have a question?
Yeah. So Michael was mentioning how Web 2 issues are bleeding into Web 3 issues. And one thing that wasn't really mentioned is the effect of, your data and all your information being leaked on the dark web. So I'm wondering if you guys have anything in regards with the dark web and scraping and figuring out because if you do all these other things, but our information is still on the dark web, we're still being affected to a degree as we still keep moving and leaving digital footprints behind. So just wondering about that.
Yeah. No, that's a great question. So we actually have articles in the Wallet Guard Academy that focus on this exact question. What to do when your information is leaked out there on the dark web, how to check if your information is leaked on the dark web, and how to mitigate it. So we're going to show you tools so that you can see what information out there is leaked about you. All of these websites that you've used over the years that you created your first email address, so many third parties that you gave your information to. You might have passwords that are leaked on the dark web right now that you're still using. You might have your phone number attached to your email address, attached to your username and your physical address, and even your social security number ready to be picked out of a data set that's leaked on the dark web. It takes seconds to view this information, and it takes seconds to mitigate it. Mm-hmm. So for example, one of the articles, we talk about a service called Pen Tester, Pentester, pentester.com. It's a way for you to check what information is leaked about you on the dark web. So once you do that scan, you might notice that your phone number is leaked, and also it's tied to your Twitter username. A lot of people have gotten SIM swapped. A lot of people have had their accounts compromised, and they start dropping drainer links and free mints and a bunch of nonsense. It is so easy to not get SIM swapped. And I'm going to tell everybody here right now how to make sure that your Twitter never gets SIM swapped. You guys ready for this? If I'm going to hit it. If you go to your Twitter settings and you go to account information and your account, you're going to see your username, your email address, and hopefully not your phone number. If you see your phone number there, remove it. I don't want to hear any excuses as like, oh, I already have two-factor authentication enabled. Literally, the phone number being on this screen renders your two-factor completely useless. And even if it's an excuse as far as, oh, that number's not valid anymore, that's even worse. That means I could call up any phone provider, register the phone number, and act like I'm you. And now I'm in your account. Mm-hmm. I don't also want to hear, oh, I don't use that number for anything. Fine, I could still SIM swap it. I could call up your phone provider and socially engineer a worker at T-Mobile, at Verizon, at AT&T to think that I am you. And guess what I have access to after I do that? All of your accounts, your Twitter profile. So do your followers trust you enough for you to take the 2 seconds right now to go to your Twitter settings and remove your phone number so you cannot get SIM swapped? I don't know, because it's human nature to not care.
Exactly.
All of the people listening to this, all of the people that are going to hear this recording later on, most likely are not going to get Wallet Guard. Most likely are not going to take the 2 seconds to do a dark web scan or remove their phone number from their Twitter account until they get SIM swapped, until they get their wallet drained. This is human nature, but we have to change this. We have to be proactive about our security, because if we set it up in a way where it can't happen, we're getting people as close to 100% secure as possible. Because at the end of the day, nothing's 100%. But if we got all these layers of security and we've educated ourselves, we're getting as close to 100 as we possibly can.
That's it. Gives everyone like a fighting chance. But I'll tell you what, this is a little segment of the show that I like to do from time to time.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Nothing said on this channel is classed as financial advice in any shape or form. I have never been a financial advisor or never been anything like that sort of nature in my entire life. But what I will advise you right now is go over to Wallet Guard, check it out, say, get the extension, get involved. And like Michael said, check out your settings. Do it now. And see if your phone number is tied to your Twitter account. And if it is, please consider getting rid of it, because like Michael was saying, these nasty things are happening, and they can happen to you. And back to the show.
Remove it now. Wow.
That's it. Do it now.
Do it now, or I will swim swap you tonight. All right, sorry.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Bro, like, imagine I came up here and I was like, all right, guys, we're going to be talking about security today. It would be fucking boring and shit. Guys, I'm going to SIM swap you tonight. if you don't remove your phone number. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that.
Michael's off the chain, man. Michael's got it. Don't let
Oh
him
man,
fool you.
that's brilliant. Like I can just imagine it right now. It's like, hey there, honey, you want to get SIM swapped? Then hold on to the time of your life, because I'm going to take everything that you own. Sounds like my ex-wife.
Oh boy. Anyway, no, yeah, like we're dropping very easy tips. We're dropping tips along just, easy wins. We're not telling people to go out and buy firewall appliances and spend thousands of dollars. We're telling you a free open source ad blocker so you don't accidentally click on Google or Bing sponsored ads anymore. I mean, think about something that easy. How beneficial it could be for even your parents or your grandparents. How many Google searches are they doing every day? How many times have they accidentally clicked on the wrong link or clicked on an ad without realizing it? Why not throw that same ad blocker that we're recommending onto their computer so they never have to look at it again? Just like removing your phone number, you can never get SIM swapped if you do that. We can't make it any easier, guys. It's easy wins, and it's all in one place on walletguard.app.
Exactly. And also just a little things. We're going back to that the site you were talking about, Pen Tester. Well, funny enough, while we've been speaking, I've actually been using the site, and I just put in an old email that I had back when I was like in like high school. Like I basically use it like as like my spam email. But just to give you an idea of how this thing works, I've just put my email in, and it's come up with the scan, and it's come up with here we go. It's come up with it's gone through different processes. Like we've got critical, high risk, medium risk, low risk, and informational. Very cool. So it's come up with 14 criticals. So that's a little worrying. 2 high risks, 0 medium risk, 0 low risk. So so just for that email alone, it's come up with 14 criticals and 2 high risks. And as I scroll down here, it says you are compromised. Bum bum bum. It says your breaches have been compromised in several data breaches, including collection of 4 exploits, 2 collections. So they basically just list off different applications that's been involved in. It says you have usernames like this and this and this that are included, 2 IP addresses associated with it. So it's very informative. It basically just goes all the way back to basically what it's been involved in, passwords, et cetera, et cetera. So and
look, all of this stuff is addressable. If you see in password that's been leaked that you're still using, change that password.
Absolutely.
If you see that your phone number has been leaked associated with a certain account, remove the phone number from the account. I mean, if for example, you see that a public IP address about you has been leaked, make sure you're using a VPN. These are all things that are addressable at that point in time once you discover it. But most people, again, they're not going to run that scan. You could even run that scan on your parents' emails. Call them up and scare the shit out of them. Tell them their fucking passwords.
Yep.
How about that? Use it for that. And if you're not going to use it to help yourself.
Exactly. Like a good example, because like I said, we talk basically pop culture, film, TV, digital collecting, and all that fun stuff normally on the channel. But just a good example, if anyone has seen it, is I recently watched The Beekeeper with Jason Statham. And that is a very, very good example of what can happen. I think we've lost Michael. He's dropped out, but sorry, we'll come back with it shortly. But basically, if anyone who hasn't seen it, basically it's just like a typical Statham movie. So, but it was actually pretty good going back to his transporter days. But hang on, I've got Michael back with us. Okay, you're back with us, Michael. Yeah, that's right.
Find an article. I don't know what happened and like refresh the page, but I just want to pin an article up to the top.
Absolutely.
It's actually an article from the Wallet Guard Academy about best security practices. So everything that you need to know to set up your computer or your device the right way so that you could degen safely is in this one article. And it has all the Web 2 tools and all the Web 3 tools and everything linked for you directly, including what antivirus to use, how to manage your passwords, how to set up your 2-factor authentication, what ad blocker to use. Everything is in one place. We can't make it any easier for people to just make sure that they set up their devices the right way so they could degen safely. So it's pinned up there to the top. Make sure you bookmark it, read it later on. It's a very resourceful article in the Wallet Guard Academy on how to set up your devices the right way.
That's it. No, nice one. Thanks for that. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's actually no reason whatsoever why you shouldn't have some form of security on your account, or be a bit more security and tech savvy about what's going on, because all of this is, like you said, it's all completely free. So it's not going to cost you an absolute penny. And all you do is you go over to the Wallet Guard website, so you download the free browser extension, and that gets you in the door. And then, like you said before, you've got a premium product coming in the works. And then if you need that one step further, that option is going to be there. But Michael, like I was saying before, like, normally we talk VeVe collecting, film, TV, pop culture, all that fun stuff. And I was just saying a good example of what can possibly happen is I recently watched the latest Jason Statham movie, The Beekeeper. So have you seen that?
I have not.
No, well, basically it's like I said, it's a typical Statham movie, like, going back to, it's actually quite good. It's going back to sort of like the transporter days. But anyway, the whole theme of the movie is that a lady basically gets a phone call from her credit card company saying, you've been hacked. We need access to your account. And basically, long story short, they basically drain her of over $2 million, and the film basically she ends up not in a very nice way. But it was just watching that process throughout the movie, basically they say, okay, you've got to download this, then add this extension, put this password in, and then, oh no, I accidentally sent you this much money, can you give me access to this account so I can get it back? Obviously she gives them access to the account, and then it basically wipes her out. So is that a very, very, very real scenario of what can happen to the average person?
1,000%. So I've been in cybersecurity my whole life. I was actually the CEO of a very successful IT company for about 8 years before I exited and went into Web3. And that was a common scenario. These are generally Web2 scams that a lot of people deal with. So let me find another article that we wrote up about how to prevent account hijacking. And this is really a very simple tip that goes a long way, not only for people in Web3, but also in Web2. This is something you can very easily share with your family members and your friends so that they can stay safe. So the one tip that is super simple is the concept of going to the source. So I've pinned it up there to the top. It's an example of an Apple user alert with a fake phone call and a message to provide a code in order for them to get into their Apple account and basically compromise everything. Now, keep in mind, inside of this article, we talk about the concept of going to the source. So I'm going to make it as easy as possible. And again, this is something that you should talk about with your family members, because they might be actively being compromised and they don't even know it. They are literally paying people for nothing. Okay, so check this out. If you are contacted by anybody, including Apple, Microsoft, FedEx, Amazon, your phone provider, your TV provider, internet provider, an antivirus company, an IT company, any streaming service provider, a bank, a crypto exchange, your insurance policy, the president himself, the IRS, the latest game beta test, Forbes magazine, or any sort of interview. Essentially, if you are contacted by anybody through any means, whether it's a phone call, a text message, a direct message, through a social network, through your email, any form of communication, assume that it is 99.9% a scam. Do not continue to engage whoever they claim they are by whoever they contacted you, and instead go to the source. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you get an email from your bank or your crypto exchange about an issue or fraudulent charge on your account. Do not entertain the request or the links supposedly from your bank or exchange, and instead go directly to your bank or exchange websites and sign in yourself to claim if it's true or not. Another example, you placed an order on Amazon, or let's say you haven't even placed an order on Amazon. You get a phone call or a text message about an issue with your order, or that someone made an order on your account for you. Do not entertain the phone call. Do not entertain the links supposedly from wherever you placed the order. Instead, go directly to the website yourself, sign in, and check if the claim is true. Think of all of the scams that could be prevented if this simple piece of information was digested and shared with our friends and family members. The concept of going to the source, because this is a massive Web 2 and Web 3 threat. People are always contacted by random phone numbers, random texts, random emails. It's enough. Yep. We can all stay safe if we simply remember one thing: to go to the source.
Yeah, exactly true. That I mean, like I know personally, I get emails and text messages from time to time saying like, oh, this is urgent. Like, you've had your account has been involved with this, or your order from Amazon is ready, but we need this to sort of verify it. Me personally, I don't entertain any of that sort of stuff. And if I do have a question, like you said, I go straight to like to Amazon itself, or I ring something direct. Like I never click on an email link, or at the very least, if I am going to click on it, you drop down at the very least, check out the description box about where it came from, because 9 times out of 10, it's got all those fancy little characters in it that look absolutely nothing like where it came from.
Yeah, that's another thing that, in the Web3 space, we actually help defend against. Like, we tell you if you're actually on the real Magic Eden, OpenSea, Uniswap, because there are so many fake scam sites that get spun up that look like the legit site, but it's a character that's off, and sometimes you can't even tell yourself. So WalletGuard will catch it for you. But again, even in those scenarios, an antivirus, something like Malwarebytes Premium that's actively scanning and making sure that there's nothing malicious, it goes such a long way, and it's so cost effective. I mean, you're talking about $10 or $20 a year in order to protect your Web 2 and Web 3. And again, it's just unfortunate that because of human nature, people still aren't going to do it.
Exactly.
Until they get scammed the first time. And then they're going to say, now I care. It's just like the Web 2 mentality of your files, right? Your data. You're not going to care about your information being backed up somewhere safe until you lose your information.
Exactly.
Think about how you'd feel right now if you spilled water all over your computer and it didn't turn on. Do you care about the files on it? At the moment in time before you actually spilled the water, you said, oh, there's nothing important on there. But once you spill the water, you say, fuck, I wish I had a backup.
Actually, that brings me to a point that you made on Hinano and Dee's channel on the Real Uncommon podcast about how the elderly, like you use the example of the elderly, like saying, oh, there's nothing valuable on my phone, why should I care about it? And you said, like, about the unlocking it and basically getting into like their whole lives and way.
It's such a common theme, like when I notice that they don't have a lock screen password, I ask them, hey, why don't you have a lock screen on your phone? And they say every time it's the same line, and you just said it yourself. They say, I don't have anything important on there. And then they give a little chuckle. And that's where I look them in the eyes and I say, give me your phone. I want to look through all your stuff. I want to look through your text messages. I want to see your conversations. I want to look at your emails. I want to look at your photos and videos and your private notes that you keep in your notes app. I want to jump into your bank account that you have the auto login information saved for. Now, is there anything important on there? Because if you're not going to hand it to me, how can I trust you leaving it at a bar or leaving it at the airport or literally getting it stolen and someone having access to all that shit themselves?
Exactly.
And then that's where they say, yeah, okay, you're right. Let's put a lock screen password on it. You have to scare people into being secure.
That's right. Fear can be a very, very powerful motivator. That's all like obviously, like, being a film and TV guy, I always like try and make film and TV references. But another one sort of springs to my mind, and I don't know why, because I've got all these little things floating around in my subconscious. Has anyone ever seen a movie called The Core? It's going back a few years, but basically there's a scene in that movie where this really intelligent professor speaks like 6 languages, and he's basically talking to a computer hacker, and the computer hacker, he's saying oh, I'm this smart because I speak this, and he just so the scene starts off with him going, so how many languages do you speak? He goes, I speak 6. I speak German, French, Japanese. He goes, oh yeah, I speak 1. I go, that's 0100101. And with that language, I can get into your bank account, I can get into your national security number, I can get into your whole bloody life.
Yeah, and that's the truth, man. I haven't seen the movie, but it sounds like definitely a solid line. People don't realize how much of the internet runs their entire lives. I mean, I don't think you could live in modern society without even having an internet connection. I mean, you can't even get a job without having an email address. So, you know, it comes to a certain extent, you know, that people are holding their devices in their hands on a daily basis, and they don't even know where a file goes when they hit save. Think about how scary that is. You've been through your whole life. You've been through elementary school, middle school, high school, grad school, college, bachelor's, master's, internship, your job, and you still, throughout your whole life, you've used computers and you still don't understand the concept of where a file goes when you hit save. That is some scary, scary shit. It's because you're taught to be a consumer. You're taught to just use it and not understand how it works. And that's very unfortunate. That's why we need spaces like this to talk about this stuff. And that's why I'm super happy it's recorded, because people could listen back and kind of open their minds up to little things, you know, little different ideas here and there. But it's just there can be such a massive shift if you start off with education and early schooling, and you actually teach kids about things that matter in the day-to-day world, like managing your debts, how to not get scammed, how to manage your data, right? Think about the device you're holding in your hand right now. How many pages and pages and pages of apps do you have? How many unread notifications do you have? How many things that are sitting on your phone made by third parties that you just installed and forgot about, and they're sitting there data mining the fuck out of you? How about that? Audit yourself. We need to teach people how to be cognizant of their own devices and their own data. It is not complicated. It is scary because you haven't done it yet. But once you get over the fear of the unknown, you're going to feel a lot better knowing that the device you hold in your hand is actually used to be productive and is actually used to make you progress instead of be annoying with a million notifications and updates and virus scans and nonsense. Because again, that's all nonsense. It literally is nonsense. We can set it up the right way. There are ways to do it. There are ways to make these devices productive. But 99% of people, they just don't care. And they keep on getting scammed, and they keep on leaking their data. And then they say, I got hacked. And it's like, you didn't get hacked. It was an open door. You did it. You let them in. You did it yourself.
That's basically you put out the milk and cookies and said, come on in, and say, come in and take all my stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, when I was in the IT company, we did penetration tests and audits on different businesses, and we would teach them ways on how to manage their credentials and make sure everything is secure. And even then, you would go to these offices and they would still have in their cubicles their passwords written on a sticky note.
You're saying.
And you would literally point them out, and you would say, what are you doing? Anyone can just peek into your cubicle, get your login info, and basically act as you on the server, act as you on the domain. And they would laugh about it. They think it's funny. It's not funny when you're putting your company's assets at risk. It's funny before it happens. Just like it's funny that this conversation is happening before you get your wallet drained. Like, it's not funny. Security has to be taken seriously. And they haven't set people up in school to take it seriously, which is why it's so scary to think that mass adoption is going to happen so quickly. I'm happy it didn't happen quickly. I say this all the time because it gives people like us at WalletGuard and other developers and security tools in the space to build out these missing layers to make shit as user-friendly as possible so that you cannot mess up to a certain extent.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like that's one thing we've actually discussed, like, you know, in previous episodes about, like, you know, just in relation to like taking something like VeVe, for example, is that, like, you know, compared to something like OpenSea, where you've got, like, you know, connect MetaMasks and do like all these extra steps. Like VeVe's basically streamlined the process where I see something, I like it, and then I buy it with my chosen payment method, and it's in my account. That's the sort of, like, you know, streamlined stuff that people like. I mean, people like it because it's easy. And so is there something easy that someone can do right now, like, you know, on their device, a very simple step to start, like basically auditing yourself, as like D mentioned here in the or like you just mentioned, like auditing yourself. What's a very simple step you can start on your being safe journey?
Simple step. go through the apps that are installed on your devices and remove things that you're not using. This includes your laptop, desktop, your smartphone. Uninstall any applications that you literally do not need because they're sitting there taking up space, taking up battery life, running in the background, potential security risk, potentially data mining you. Or just let it sit there. It's not my loss. I don't fucking care.
Exactly.
But it's just an easy win to just go and look through what's installed and remove what you don't need. Do that for your parents as well. I'm sure they're inundated with so much crap on their phones, all that bloatware and nonsense, especially if it's an Android phone, that just doesn't need to be there. Even when I'm setting up an iPhone for somebody brand new, I'm asking them, what do you use? And I'm only giving them those things because all the other stuff is fluff and nonsense that gets in the way for no fucking reason whatsoever.
But I know exactly what you mean. Like, every time I buy, when I get a new phone, like I'm an Android user myself. I don't have the patience for Apple, but the amount of just stuff that you just basically gets preloaded, it just baffles you.
Yeah, and a lot of it is actually done on the initial setup process. So when you first turn your Android on and you're going through initial setup, or you first turn your Windows computer on and you go through the initial setup, again, most people, what they do is they hit next, agree, allow, continue, and finish, right? What you've just done is you've enabled, quote, anonymous data usage statistics submission, anonymous privacy metrics submission, random bloatware and third-party applications that you've just chosen to install at that point in time. And then you look at your device and you already have 10 pages of crap you don't need on it, constantly telling you to do shit. Maybe if you took the 2 seconds to do something that we all learned in elementary school, the power of reading. You didn't have to hit agree and yes, allow to anything. You could have literally hit skip on everything and gotten to the point where it is as vanilla as can be. And now it's up to you to choose what you want to use, not them putting a bunch of shit on there and then annoying the fuck out of you for the entirety of the use of the device for the next year or two. Like, let's open our eyes and let's read what's in front of us and understand that we do not have to hit accept to everything. We do not have to allow everything. You actually have the ability to skip 99% of the time and never really agree to the terms and still get to the next page. Try clicking on it next time. Try hitting next without hitting the checkbox. And I guarantee you 2/3 of the time it'll go to the next page.
Yeah, no, that's very true. I mean, like I do that on my own devices. Like, it always comes with that page. Like, do you want Google to connect like all your Google accounts to this, or do you want to enable location settings and all that sort of stuff? I usually uncheck all those boxes and just go straight to the end for that very reason, because you don't know what Google is going to be like mining in the background.
Yeah, and we actually at the last VCon we spoke with a group of kids through the Learnville initiative. We spoke with a group of kids and showed them live during the audience how on their Android and Apple phones to check to see if they were being data mined and submitting information back to Apple and Google. And 99% of the kids were. And they literally saw information about them, such as where they've been every single day since they got their phone, how long they were at each location, what they like, everything. It's scary shit. And they know all this information about you unless you just turn it off. And all these kids started to wake up and like start to go through all the settings menus on their phone and say, holy shit, what am I putting out there? What can I disable? Then you start to get these kids' minds thinking. And now they're like actually cognizant. They're aware of the information that they're literally giving away that they don't need to be giving away.
Exactly. And also, like, going back to what you were saying, like, about them teaching this sort of stuff in schools, like, I completely 100% agree. Like, there should definitely be more awareness, more courses like being taught in the school system about cybersecurity and staying safe on the net, because as the years progress, and I'm sure everyone has noticed it, that technology and like devices like phones, tablets, laptops, whatever, is becoming more and more integrated as the years go on. Also considering, like, we've got the Apple Vision Pro as well, like, it should definitely be more taught in schools.
Yeah, it's something that should be a standard, and unfortunately it's not. And I think definitely there needs to be a change in the education system. I mean, we've been running off the same system for God knows how long at this point. And look, like, I'm not expecting this stuff to happen tomorrow.
Oh,
Like,
no,
it's inevitable, but it's inevitably going to happen. It is the next logical step of how everything is going to work. So it's a matter of acceleration, I think, right? I think, unfortunately and fortunately, COVID actually accelerated the growth and inception of people finding out about crypto and blockchain.
Yeah.
People were stuck inside of their homes. They were on the internet all day. They were Googling, they were figuring shit out. And a lot of people got into the space during that time frame. But why does it have to take a catalyst? Why can't people understand why this technology is here? And I think it's because 99% of people are onboarded incorrectly. They're onboarded under the pretense of making money quickly and turning it back into USD and fucking off. I think we got to change that, right? We got to talk about, why is this technology important? What is the concept and the point of removing the middleman, of decentralizing? What can this technology be actually used for? Because then you have people coming in with a different sentiment. And now you have people that are actually understanding what they're putting their money into or what they're building on top of, instead of at the end of the day having a bag of shit that they can't sell, that they themselves do not like, and now everything is considered a scam.
Yeah, tell you what, that little sentiment right there considers like it basically sums up some of the comments I've seen, like just in regards to VeVe collectibles.
Yeah, no, I'm sure like there's a lot of people that just come in, they want to make a quick flip, right? Like, I mean, look, you could try to get lucky in that method, or you could actually, understand what the point of it is. And I think the latter is just, opening up your eyes a little bit, as opposed to just believing what your friend that came out of the blue is telling you to buy. They're telling you about Dogecoin, and if you ask them a question about, like, what is Blockchain Explorer, what is Etherscan, they have no idea. And they're trying to tell you to buy something when they don't even understand the core concept of what they're using. That's the scary part about it. If people were onboarded in the manner of actually understanding what blockchain is about, they wouldn't want to turn it back into fake printed monopoly fiat currency. Like, they would understand why this is all existing right now and what the point of all of it is. So
yeah, it comes back to like the whole, like, what's the word, sheep mentality. Yeah,
I mean, they're prepping you in school to be a sheep, so why not?
No, very cool. Well, I mean, like, so far there's been a lot to digest in the first hour. But just while I've got everyone here, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's taken the time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space with us, or night, or wherever you might be in the world. Let's say this is kind of like a special WebV Wednesdays episode where we're talking about cybersecurity, because it is something that everyone needs to pay attention to, considering everything is getting more and more digital every day, and it is actually quite scary. If you actually take the time to see what your account's actually connected to, and see what actually information's going out there in the space. And like I said, we've got Michael here from Wallet Garden, basically spreading the alpha, and just give us some good tips about how to stay safe. I also want to say a big thank you as well to Richard as well. I see him posting a little tidbits there in the comment section as well, about basically little things about how to remove your phone number from your X account, which is a very, very important one, because like we were just discussing, you shouldn't have your phone number tied to anything if you can help it, because that's how you get SIM swapped and all this other nasty stuff happens. So, like we said before, a very, very simple step that you can do that Richard's just pointed out here in the comments is go to your settings and your privacy, click on your account, and your phone number should be there. And if you can, get rid of it, because you're just setting yourself up for all sorts of nasty stuff. And also as well, another big
shout out to Richard.
Yeah. Also, another big shout out to Richard as well, because Richard is another one that's been basically preaching of cybersecurity as well, and he's been in our space a couple of times, and also on a few of our other streams as well, just talking about security. He's also very heavily involved with the Superstar Money channel as well, and their Discord, and just another very positive voice in the space. And just want to give you your props, mate. Also, big shout out to Hinano as well. He also put out in our comments about Wallet Guard the Academy. So that's like you were saying before, that's another service you provide. It's basically a free online academy. It basically just goes over and talks about all things cybersecurity and basically breaks it down so that even a simpleton like myself can understand it. And yeah, so like I said before, there is no excuse whatsoever that anyone should have some level of knowledge after this stream or after this recording, if you're listening to it on YouTube, to get out there and stay safe.
Let's go. Very well put, man. And I want to thank you again for hosting the space and letting me talk about this stuff. And I really try not to make it seem like a shill, but once people realize like it's open source, it's free, and we're doing this for the good of the space, literally just check out our team and shoot us a DM. Like we're at conferences, we're at different events, we're building in public. My DMs are open. If you have a community, an NFT project, you're about to do a mint, whatever the case is, let's do a wallet safety session. Let's talk about how to Web 2 before you Web 3. Let Wallet Guard be the chief security officer for your community. And this is an easy win. A lot of communities focus on chief vibes officer and they consider security after someone gets drained, after it affects their floor price. Let's not let it get to that point. This is something that costs absolutely nothing, and it's unlimited value, unlimited utility that you could bring to your project or your community. So Osman, again, I really want to thank you for letting me speak about this today, and really appreciate the vibe. And I do have to run in about 5 minutes. I have another cast to get onto.
No way.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say no worries at all. Like I said, I appreciate you taking the time to come and speak in the space with us. So just on that note, then, if there is anyone out there who's been listening in the background and wants to come up and say a few words or ask a quick question before Michael's got to run, that option is always open to you. But if not, if you just want to chill in the background, hopefully you take something away from this recording and this Twitter space, and go and use it in your everyday life now, and basically check it out, audit yourself, as we've said. So we've got Hinano coming up. How are we, bro? Oh, here we go. Okay, Hinano, we got you.
Sorry, guys, I was coming up on the elevator, so you said something, I didn't hear anything. But anyways, I know, Michael, you got to run, but I wanted to thank you for coming tonight and this morning to kind of talk to the audience, because our audience really took to heart with what you said on Friday. And so I suggested to Oz to get you on. And I think it was a really good conversation tonight. And I really hope the people down below got some substance from what Michael was saying. You kind of opened my eyes on Friday. And so I kind of want to help spread your message more, and also to help Richard down there, because he has literally been trying to get everyone on board with being more secure. So appreciate that. And Oz, great space.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks, bro. Really appreciate you guys.
And we got Dee in the house as well. Dee, how are you?
Hey guys. Well, apparently my elevator was slower because I wanted to say the same thing. Yeah, thank you, Michael, for your time, and spreading more awareness. Good on you for going on like different mediums and platforms to spread more awareness to all the communities out there. And thank you so much. And thanks, Oz, for holding the space.
Thank you, Dee. You guys are awesome as well. And I know we'll probably do follow-up session with you guys as well as this space, hopefully in the near future, because it's just awesome vibing with y'all, and it's natural. Instead of just handing me a script of questions, we do it off the cuff, and that's the best part about it, is because we're real. We know what we're talking about, and it's just meeting real people and networking. That's really what it's all about. So greatly appreciate both of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like we say here in the space all the time. It's about collecting and connecting with others, and just spreading positivity and awareness of the space, and trying to help each other grow, and just enjoy the collecting journey. But just very quickly before you got to run, are you a collector? So are you into VeVe collectibles, comics, fandom, anything you're following at all, Michael?
So I've made a VeVe account like 3 years ago, and I put some money into it, but I never got to even use it. The money's just still sitting there. I saw that like every time something that I liked dropped, it was like instantly sold out. So I was like, fuck it. But yeah, like, I collect. I love collecting. You could check out, MichaelK.Eth and see what I've collected. But I generally buy things because I like them, not because I'm trying to flip them. So I can't be stuck at the end of the day with a bunch of crap I can't sell that I don't like I was talking about before. So it's just an easy win in that facet. So but yeah, guys, no, this has been awesome. Definitely going to be vibing again, and I'll leave you guys with this. I'll also leave you the full clip of me on the Killer Whales TV show.
Yes, that was on my list of talking points. But please continue.
Yep, just pinned it up there to the top. It's on Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and Google Play. But you can actually watch my segment from the show on X. The full segment is there. I'm on the show representing Wallet Guard. Killer Whales is like the Shark Tank for crypto. And it was just an awesome experience to be on the show because it aired to hundreds of, thousands of people in Web 2 so far already since it premiered a few weeks ago. So yeah, definitely check that out. And again, guys, my DMs are open. Anybody got any questions, hit me in the DMs. And I will catch you guys again. I'll leave y'all with this. Do not raw dog the blockchain. Use Wallet Guard. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thanks, Michael. Have a good night.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, thanks again for Michael for dropping in, mate. You are always welcome in these spaces. And we do also do a weekend space as well, WebV Weekends. So if you're able to make that at all, please, by all means, jump in. And again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for spreading the message about cybersecurity. Like I said, hopefully someone's taking some very valuable information out of this and go and implement it into your daily lives. And like Michael said, if you've got any questions, DM him. And so like I said, again, big thank you, Michael, and enjoy the rest of your night, evening, morning, wherever you might be.
Appreciate y'all. Talk to you soon.
No worries, mate. Take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was Michael from Wallet Guard, and wow, what a conversation, what an eye opener, and like you said before, some of the simple steps you can do, like very, very simply right now, like we were saying before, this is a very easy one you can do. So do it now. Go to your settings and privacy on your X account. Go over to your account, find your phone number, and delete it. Because you shouldn't have your phone number tied to anything, because that's how SIM swapping happens. But now that part shows out of the way, we can get back to we can start off with all the stuff that we normally talk about. So we can talk about VeVe, we can talk about collecting. We've got stuff happening on VeVe, we've got stuff happening on Cryptoys, we've got stuff happening on Candy. It's all over the place. But it looks like it's just me up here talking by myself. So if anybody wants to come up and say hi or say a few words about what you just heard, please do so. If not, if you want to just chill in the background and listen to me ramble, that's totally cool as well. But yeah, let me bring up my talking points and see what we've got going on. So let's start with VeVe. So VeVe, like everyone knows, we've had the Black and Pink announcement from K-pop group Black and Pink. I personally do not know a lot about them, but I actually have listened to a bit of their music and didn't even know it. So if anyone out here in the UK has heard the Pixel Pro ad with "How you like you, how like me," that's apparently a Blackpink as well, and I didn't even know it. But that's only because I don't have kids in that sort of age range yet. So that's very, very, very cool to see. But what else is on here? Oh yeah, Mr. MC1 Sanjay hosted a space basically welcoming Blackpink to VeVe, and I think they had a massive turnout. It's like over like 1,000 listeners or something tuned into that one. So congratulations to Mr. MC for holding that space. And I believe we've also got a Wendy O on board as well. For anyone, a speaker. It's Josh from Collectors Gone Digital. Josh, how are you, mate?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, coming through nice and clear. So thanks for coming up and speaking. Like I said, I can only speak by myself for so long.
I was gonna say, I figured you're by yourself. I'll keep you company for a bit here.
Much appreciated.
I'm not too energetic, so.
No, so I understand it's late on your end, but like I said, I always just appreciate you taking the time to come and chill.
All good, man. I heard you talking about the K-pop. I've been zoning kind of in and out, but
yes. So before I forget as well, if you have not gone over to Collectors Gone Digital's YouTube channel and checked out the latest video that he's dropped on the K-pop and Blackpink and all the crazy stuff that happens over in Korea, check it out because it's very, very, very informative.
tomorrow's episode is going to focus on K-pop again too, so got more
Excellent.
info coming on that. So
Very cool. So did you put your vote in? Because that's the one thing that's on my talking points is apparently you can score yourself supposedly a free NFT if you vote on the Black and Pink post.
I did post. I did vote. I picked Black. What'd you choose?
I chose Black. Always bet on Black.
I feel like everyone's choosing Black. At least what I've seen. But no, it's cool that they're giving a free collectible. I wasn't expecting that, so I think it's good for any of the new users coming in.
Absolutely. And for anyone who's not sure how to get involved or do it, the way it was done for me is I actually funny I say this after we've just spoken about cybersecurity is I received an email and it basically just said you've been so like you've got the option to get your free NFT, so you go over, place your vote, and that's it. So that email basically showed up in my main inbox, but it has been known to show up in your spam inbox as well. So anybody who's not sure if you got one or not, check out your spams, check out all those extra folders you might have, and it might be hiding in there. Or you can just go over on the main website and do it from there. But yeah, but what else has been happening, Josh? So have you been buying anything in the market? So you've been reading anything? What's been going on?
Just been doing a lot of research on assassins and then Korean pop music.
Oh yeah, well, assassins and like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's so funny how you bounce around as a content creator with VeVe. It's like you're researching blood and gore one moment, and then teenagers dancing in groups the next. But it's no, I was just recapping that Blackpink welcome space that Sanjay hosted, and there was a comment that Damon made on the call that I found quite interesting. He said that marketing, like the real marketing, in his words, the real marketing starts next week. So apparently Blackpink isn't part of that, but I guess they wanted to make that announcement before they start the real marketing. So whatever that entailed, it's happening soon. But yeah, what's your opinion on all this K-pop? Because I know you sent me like a little DM once it first got announced, and you were surprised by all the traction and stuff. But have you kind of like looked into it more? Or?
Well, me personally, I haven't had a lot of time to do anything lately because, like I said, I'm going away with the family for the weekend, so there's stuff to do on that front: work, life, family, all hosting these spaces, and also getting the new YouTube channel off the ground, which is Get to the Comics. If you haven't if you haven't checked that out already, but no, just to my knowledge, with the K-pop, like I said, I know that they're massive. I mean, I didn't realize actually how massive they were.
Yeah.
But like I said, like when I go away this weekend, I actually should have some nice, well, hopefully, like having two small kids and a family, you never really get any quiet time. But hopefully get some quiet time, sit down, and actually get an idea of what's going on with them. But like I said, the only thing I know about Blackpink is that they did the little ad for a Google Pixel, and that's about it.
Oh. Yeah, they're globally known, so I think it's fantastic that this is the band that they're starting out with, which is, I mean, it's really crazy. Like it's I don't want to say like the pinnacle of K-pop, but like they're really up there because BTS is pretty much the pinnacle of K-pop, but they're all serving their military time right now. So I mean, their numbers have been going down while Blackpink's has been going up. And I mean, Blackpink right now is like the forefront of K-pop. So the fact that they're starting with the biggest bands, the fact that they got YG to begin with is impressive, but then the fact that YG is letting them start with Blackpink is a really good sign. So, yeah, I'm really excited for this drop. So.
Yeah, same. And also you caught that that little bit of alpha that David put on there as well about basically the collectibles being able to interact with each other.
Did he say, like, I didn't catch like the exact, well, maybe I did. I just heard him say that the collectibles are going to play the song and then you can kind of have them, like, I guess, perform for you.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. It sounds like they're sort of going like, for like how it was with like the mariachi how the mariachi stamps. So like you can put them together and then like they'll basically play a song. So it sounds like they're sort of going for like a similar sort of setup. So you can take your collectibles and he sort of like, it sounded like you can make like your own like sort of stage. So you can take your collectibles, put them together, they'll interact together and play like music in the background, something along those sort of lines.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that you actually just described like an exact collectible line they dropped for the band, which was like 4 collectible statues of the girls and a stage that they performed on. But no, yeah, that kind of makes sense for this drop because K-pop is the songs are kind of structured that way, where like part of the song is dedicated to like a member in the group. So if it plays like the full song when you put all 4 together, then that'd be cool.
Definitely. Also, big thank you to Nos as well. Nos just posted something in the comments saying like, did you guys see the VeVe marketing on YouTube? I tell you what, I have actually seen a lot of VeVe marketing on YouTube lately because like all YouTube non-premium users, I always get flooded by ads because I just can't bring myself to to pay for premium YouTube. But one that I have been seeing a lot of is actually the VeVe Comics app. And now now they're saying that like that the marketing for Blackpink is like ramping up as well. So yeah, it looks like VeVe's definitely stepping the game up.
I didn't know they were running YouTube ads. I haven't seen any of those, but they'd be foolish not to run ads for Blackpink. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be massive. Yeah, no, I mean like I was actually using YouTube last night, and there was ads for VeVe Comics were popping up. I was like, okay, this is new.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool. Actually, also as well, just before I forget about one thing on my talking points is have you seen that VeVe's looking for testimonials that Corey's actually just posted on the VeVe X page. Have you seen that?
Yes, sir. And I absolutely love that idea. That's going to be an awesome video. You obviously know what they're doing with those, right?
I don't. Please do tell. Do tell.
Oh no. Well, they never said, but it just seems like the way that they want people to kind of submit the stuff is they're just going to do like a compilation of people from all over the world speaking their different languages to kind of show like the global presence for the app, right? So it'll just be like a minute video of just a bunch of people, but yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's good. Have you put yours in?
No.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it as soon as I get a free moment. I'm gonna chuck mine in.
Yeah, man, do it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be on that boat or anything, but no, they're making awesome moves. They're making awesome moves. All we need is esports now, and oh,
that's it. Then
we got a
it.
show.
It's gonna be game on. Well, it's coming. So it seems like it's definitely something that's a possibility in the pipeline.
What excites me most about this K-pop announcement is it's just such a good way for VeVe to get their foot in the door in Asia. So, I mean, this can open so many doors now, and yeah. So, I'm not going to ramble here, but
no, it's all good, mate. All good. Yeah, let's see what's on my list of talking points. So, oh yeah, this is I think this is a bit of a breaking news segment. Unfortunately, I don't have anything queued up because sometimes I'm a little bit unorganized, but that's okay. That happens on this show. Here we go. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. OMI is now available on Layer 2 base. So what does it mean and why do we care about it? Well, I think it means that now US users are able to access OMI. So that could be a very positive catalyst for OMI and VeVe. So, what do you reckon, Josh? You got any thoughts on it? Do we care?
I can't really speak on it too much, man.
Yeah,
I don't really
not
know
really.
much, but I've never heard of base. So,
Was that never heard of base?
isn't that what you just said? What's it called?
It's called. It's on the base chain. So basically, it's what's it? Coinbase is back to
dude.
crypto chain.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. I was about to play that one. It's like you
Yeah,
never heard of
Coinbase.
Yeah. No, apparently that's the big thing at the moment is OMI is now on base chain, but it's a layer 2 OMI. So apparently, like I said, if anyone knows any more about this than I do, please by all means jump up and say a few words. I'm just going off of what I've just seen on X, but it seems like you can basically swap OMI on the base chain using MetaMask or Coinbase wallet, and you can get it straight into the VeVe app. So it's again just another easy way to get people involved on the in the OMI token. So very cool. I like seeing things with the OMI token because it is positive for the VeVe space. But yeah, that's basically all there is just on the OMI front. Collectibles. So let's see collectibles. So we have got coming up. We've got the Star Wars New Hope Collection Sandcrawler. How do we feel about Sandcrawler, everyone?
Dude, I was actually a little disappointed when they announced that. I mean, it's a cool collectible and all, but it's like when you promote the Jawas, drop the damn Jawas.
Exactly. I would have been a lot happier with Jawas, especially if they were like interactive and like had made like the dotty sound. I mean, like that would have been like really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping for maybe like a surprise airdrop or something, but yeah, it's a little odd that they didn't include those. But
yeah. This is funny. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs down, 100%. It's like, yeah, I think everyone would have been a lot more happy if we got Jawas. But in case you are interested in this drop, it is dropping on the 12th of May. And it is going to be 50 gems at 2,500 editions. And it's going to be a rare. And all the usual jazz as well. A total of 50 editions will be withheld by VeVe for license or promotional team and distribution. 40% reservations will be allocated to the waitlist. Me personally, I will not be going for this drop. But yeah, no. 50 gems, 2,500 editions, rare. No, I mean it says it's interactive, so maybe you can drive it, and the animation style looks like it's in that sort of what's it? That cell shading. That's the word I'm looking for. Style like Professor X and Magneto.
Hmm.
But
there's a lot of panels that could open on it, so
yeah, well, that is one possibility. I mean, like it's got that front panel that could possibly drop down, and maybe there's got like some interior work, maybe that you can have.
Maybe some Jawas pop out.
Maybe some Jawas pop out. That would be good. It might be able to redeem itself. But yeah, also on that note as well, just on the subject of interactable vehicles, so this is a little bit more exciting. But not super exciting, is on just over on the VeVe X pages. We've got Darth Vader's shuttle coming.
What?
Yeah, here we go.
No, that already dropped.
Did it? Oh, wait, yes, it did. Or did it?
Yeah, that dropped a while back.
15th. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Haha. So, wah. Actually, I think I got a sound effect for that one, actually. But yeah, sorry, I thought that was a new drop, but I stuffed up, so my bad.
You're good. Just a Star Wars post.
Just a Star Wars post. Yeah. So it's celebrating Star Wars month. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah. Go on, mate.
I'm really hoping that they do drop more Star Wars stuff this month, though. In addition to that Sandcrawler, I'm really hoping. I got my fingers crossed that that's just like their starter drop for the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, well, like as I said, like Star Wars, they're gonna be dropping Star Wars stuff throughout the whole month. So, what's the speculation, everybody? Could we possibly, maybe, just fathom the idea of maybe getting the Millennium Falcon at the end of the month?
Yeah, that I feel like is the top of the top for everyone.
Yeah, because I know everybody is
actually funny that you said that, dude. I put out a poll last week asking people if they wanted. So number 1 was Mando, Chewie, and the Millennium Falcon. Number 2 was Grogu in Mando. 3 was Yoda, and then 4 was Anakin.
Oh yeah.
Chewie, Han Solo, and the Millennium Falcon won by like a landslide.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can just see it and just taking it.
I definitely thought Mando and Grogu would have, but yeah, that would be awesome. I'm just gonna say this because I see Rob in the space. I want Jar Jar. I want Jar Jar.
I could be down with Jar Jar. I actually like Jar Jar. I know he gets a lot of flack, but yeah, like Jar Jar's quite entertaining.
Rob hates Jar Jar, so I just had to say that.
Oh, actually, just on the subject of Jar Jar, has anyone ever read the fan? I'm not sure if it's fan fiction or fan theory, but basically, it was the theory that Jar Jar Binks was actually a Sith Lord.
What?
Yeah, check this. Is that like one of the big things that they were going to do? But like the idea is that Jar Jar Binks was actually Palpatine's master. Was going to be one of the theories. Like basically, he basically plays like the dopey Gungan that we know, but deep down he's actually a very maniacal Sith Lord, and actually Palpatine was actually his apprentice.
Oh, really? I've never heard that before.
yeah, because if you watch episode 1, there's like scenes in there like where like he can like jump ridiculously high, and he sort of like displays like force abilities. But because because the character was so poorly received, they didn't really sort of pursue it. But one theory was that like as the episodes progressed, one of the big reveals was actually going to be that Jar Jar was actually the one pulling the strings the whole time, because he was I think it's Darth Plagueis. I think it might have been Palpatine's master, and then that was going to be like the big like moment. But like I said, because there was so much backlash for the character, they kind of like abandoned it.
The more and more you talk about this type of stuff, the more and more I want to get back into the clone series episodes.
Oh yeah, they are so good. I recently just finished watching Star Wars Bad Batch season 3.
Yeah, I got to get back into that, man. Is it good?
It is very good. I mean, season 1 and 2 are really good. Season 3 covers more about like goes back to the cloning project that Palpatine had, because like back in the last Star Wars movie, is basically comes back saying, "Oh, the Emperor's back because he cloned himself," and there was like this big basically plot hole, like, well, how did that happen? Why has it happened? And this kind of like sort of fills in a few of the gaps. Obviously, I won't spoil it, but go check it out for yourself. But it definitely finishes the series off very, very, very well. I also had a little bit of a giggle moment as well, because there is a scene in there where someone loses a hand. I was like, that's very very typical Star Wars fashion. Someone has to lose a hand somewhere. And and yeah, it basically sets it up for more stories moving forward, and also the character Omega possibly could end up in different areas of the Star Wars universe moving forward.
Cool. Yeah, those series are really good at kind of connecting the dots. So
yeah, but I tell you what, the one if you've just been living under a rock the last couple of weeks, the ones that you have to the series you have to watch is X-Men 97.
Yes, I've heard nothing but positive things about that show. I have not started it yet, but yeah, it's definitely on my list.
Oh, mate, you have to get into it. That is the one that is essential viewing. Like, I just watched the latest episode last night, and whew, yeah, it's heating up. Things are happening. Obviously, I won't say anything because there's spoilers, but I will say there is one iconic scene that happens right at the very end of the episode that we do actually have that scene on the app in VeVe. I won't spoil it, but I'm going to say,
very cool.
I'm going to say, go out there, see it, watch it. It is, and also I believe the final episode is airing next week, so that's going to be a sad moment, but yeah, it is really good. Check it out.
Final episode, so it's a limited series, or is it just for the season?
Just for the season.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's basically all.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely worth watching. What else did I finish? Oh yeah, I also finished watching Fallout as well. Fallout's also another one I definitely highly recommend if you're a fan of the gaming series.
Okay, so get this. I downloaded oh god, I think Fallout 4, I want to say.
Oh yeah.
And I started playing the campaign because that was a game, I don't know if you remember. I grew up, a lot of my friends played the game, but I never really like got into it. I was in the like Halo Reach and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I downloaded the game and I started playing the campaign, and I'm like quite lost, to be honest. Like I see Rob tossing the hundreds up. He's only gonna get mad at me for saying this, but can you explain like what is Fallout about? Because to me, I'm getting like the dystopian vibe, but at the same time, I'm like confused with where it's going.
Okay, well, basically, in a nutshell, so Fallout is basically set in kind of like a retro kind of 19 sort of like it sort of starts like a 19 sort of 50 sort of retro setup. More basically just like long story short, the world has basically just basically been nuked, and humanity has sort of been spending the last couple of hundred years in vaults, kind of like a big like Fallout shelters, more or less. They're basically populated. They've got their own little ecosystems, etc., etc. And but in the meantime, on the surface, humanity's kind of like adapted, evolved. So there's basically like it's very sort of like if you sort of picture like Mad Max, like that sort of like dystopian kind of setup. That's more or less what it is. So like there's raiders, there's robots, there's like super mutants, like there's death claws, like beasts that have evolved like through the times, and yeah, more. And basically, you play like as a character, and you go out there and explore the world. I mean, like the first couple of games actually have like a core storyline, but Fallout is more or less one of those games where like it's very open world. So if you've played anything like Skyrim, what's it, Oblivion, even the latest one was it Starfield. It's very sort of open world. So you basically have like your one like core objective. But where it really sort of like shines is like all like the side quests and all the little stuff you can like sort of do on the sides. So
okay. I'll have to keep playing them.
Yeah, I mean, but just going back to Fallout 4, obviously, if Rob wants to come up and talk a bit more about this, you're more than welcome to. Is Fallout 4? I think one of the big things for that is that it had like the building part of it, so you can build like settlements, your own like little hut, shelter, all that sort of stuff.
Interesting. I don't think Rob's gonna come up. He sent me a DM like an hour and a bit ago. He's sitting in the middle of a tornado. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, apparently a tornado's in his area.
Oh, okay.
Not hitting him directly. So.
Well, I was about to say, mate. Hope you're doing okay, mate, and staying safe. So, obviously, tornadoes are nothing to mess around with.
Apparently, his power's on and off. So.
Okay. No, very cool. All right, guys. Well, I mean, like, we're coming up to the last half an hour of the show. So yeah, it's been a bit of a different one than we normally do. Like, we had Michael on from Wallet Guard to sort of talk about cybersecurity and the importance of that. How did you find that talk, Josh? Did you take any useful information from it?
To be honest, I was kind of zoning in and out. I was multitasking. So there was bits of the conversation I got, bits of the conversation I missed. But I mean, pretty straightforward stuff in terms of just not having stuff on your phone that you're not using, deleting the stuff. Yeah, and just not trying to compromise your passwords and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But yeah, pretty standard stuff. So nothing much to add.
No, it's very cool. And if you did miss any of it, of course, it's all recorded and it'll be making its way onto YouTube very soon. So you can always catch the playback if there's something you want to get a bit more information on or just check out. But yeah, like I said, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's taking the time to listen in on the space as always. So I see a lot of familiar faces listening with us. Obviously, got Josh from Collectors Gone Digital, got Hinano, D. So Omi Juan, I see you in the house, mate. So also liked all the cool stuff you've been posting with your family with Star Wars Day. Very, very cool to see. Also see DoktaStrange. Clarissa's in the house as well. I always love seeing Clarissa's AR photos, so like taking selfies with all our collectibles. Very, very cool. Yo, Steph as well. Thank thanks for dropping in. Steph, I believe you've spent a bit of time out at Disneyland, so I see a lot of X posters on your feed. Very cool to see. Nino Blue, Doss is in the house as well. Humble, Richard's still with us. Swampy number 5. Key Collector 98's listening in the background. Hey, hope you're going well, mate. Also, but before I forget, your son, Maverick, happy birthday to him the other day. I did like the post about the misspelling on the cake. Very, very cool. And also we've got Rob listening in the background as well. And I want to say this. Hopefully I say this correctly. He's a Mishka Mask. Anyway, the fellow with the Bored Ape Yacht Club profile picture. I appreciate you taking the time to listen in on the space, and hopefully you're enjoying the conversation, and hopefully take away something helpful and useful with our conversation with Michael from Wildcard. So like I say, I appreciate everybody, and it's you guys, the listeners, who make these spaces what they are. But like I said, if anybody wants to come up and say hi, say a few words, talk about your collecting experience, your journey, that offer is always open, and I love hearing it and love knowing more about it. But let me just see. So let's go over some more stuff. So Cryptoys has just dropped Mando. So who's grabbed their Mando? Say no hands up, no 100%. I still got.
Good.
Was that right? Did you grab one?
No, I was just saying crickets.
Cricket, yeah. Actually, I do have a sound effect for that. I should get my crickets ready. Here we go. That one. It's like, ooh, tough crowd.
They did drop or announce a new character though. Am I wrong? New Star Wars character?
New Star Wars character. Well, I know on
Grogu there was Mando. There's
Bo-Katan, and then there's what's it? Boba Fett.
No, there's another one I saw.
Oh, there's more. Let's have a look. So let me see if I go over.
I never saw Boba Fett actually. It was oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this. I want to say it was a trooper. It was a dark trooper. Can somebody please back me up on this?
We need Hinano or D to jump up real quick. But maybe it's it might be Din Djarin, like Mando, because is it one holding a spear?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, that's Mando. That's Din Djarin.
I gotta go onto their page now because this is bugging me.
And so, well, I'm on the X page right now. So yeah, they've just dropped Din Djarin over on Cryptoys. I do believe it is a $40 price.
No, that's not the one I saw.
No, ooh, something different.
Oh, it's this one. Oh, yeah, I am an idiot. That's why. Because it's not a Cryptoys post. It's a post that Cryptoys reposted.
That's
it's by Rodney Shelton. It's a oh, they don't even say it in the post, but it's some sort of dark trooper. So
okay. Well, we got D up in the house now. Maybe D can enlighten us. D, you're back.
I'm back. Yeah, so the one that dropped today is Mando. And then they also got Bo-Katan Kryze.
Yep.
And Grogu dropping. So they have another drop next week and then the week after.
That's it. And it's a bit different this time around, I believe, because instead of just having them all and like basically doing the blind box format, is like you can actually go for the one that you want, and then you get the rarity option. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So yeah, they're doing single characters. They're trying to see. I mean, I guess like in the other previous drops, a lot of people that wanted to like max mint didn't want like they just wanted specific characters and not like a mix of certain ones they didn't care for.
Yep.
So this time around, they're just trying something new to see what the consumers are going for.
Oh, here we go. I'm just on the Cryptoys page now. So yeah, if you're interested in getting yourself a Din Djarin, they are $39.99, and yeah, you get the chance of 5 rarities. And does it actually have what the rarities are? Because I know one of them's a hollow one.
Yeah, so they normally have common, uncommon, rare, epic, and no, not epic. Grail and ultra grail. And then
Right.
after a certain time, they're gonna vault them
Here we are.
like they did with the other line. So then they'll be more scarce. And then once they vault specific line or characters, there'll be a time when they open the vault, and then you can only buy them using golden tickets. And then their marketplace is also coming in June. So yeah, that should help with people that are missing like sets and characters if they want to collect missing ones.
Oh, here we go. I've just found a post of all the different rarities you can get. So you basically got Din Djarin holding a blaster. You've got him holding his spear. Another one with him when he goes like undercover in some different sort of combat armor. There's also the one with him without his helmet, which I know sparked a lot of controversy because, like, you know, Mandalorians never take off their helmets. And of course, we've got the hologram one. So yeah, very cool. So if you haven't got yours, definitely consider picking one up if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Like I was saying in the Cryptoys Discord, I'm not like a Star Wars fan. I mean, I've watched the TV shows and the movies and stuff, but what Cryptoys is dropping for this line, for these three characters, I'm really enjoying, and I'm gonna pick a couple up for myself.
No, very cool. And what about on the VeVe front? And Dee, or even Josh as well? Have you guys been picking up any comics on the VeVe front? Oh, did you get your free comics for Free Comic Book Day?
I believe we did, right? They're dropping on. Yeah, I had them. I saw them on when we were doing the live stream. You know, I had like 3 different comics I had on my cart to go purchase last night, and then we ended up talking about other stuff. And then after the live stream, I was like, "Oh, I didn't even buy my comics."
It's like, oops.
So, yeah, oopsie. I gotta go and buy them, mainly for like the reading aspect.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? Did you pick up your free comics for Free Comic Book Day?
No physical books, but the free ones we're getting from VeVe, I'm pretty sure it's just if you have an account with VeVe Comics, right?
Yeah, but I think you actually have to go and actually buy them in the store, because you can buy them in the store. They are free, but you still pay the 40 the 40p processing fee. But and then from there you've got the option to because the ones you get for free are just in the reader format, so they're not in the limited edition format. But you do have the option to upgrade them to the common.
Oh, I missed that. So my answer to that is no.
No, sir, I did not. No, very cool. Me neither. Funny enough, I still have to go pick mine up. I got sidetracked with life. But they've got some good titles in there. Like I see, like they've got Blood Hunt. They've got the Spider-Man ones, Star Wars. Very cool.
Yeah, I was telling Hinano on the stream last night, like the titles that the VeVe Comics released. I was like, oh, there's like a theme going, like Blood Hunt, Blood Hunters, more Blood Hunt, and like a couple what is the book number? It was like number 49. Yeah, I just thought some random things that I noticed.
But yeah, no, very, very cool. Also, as well, I can see MichaelK.Eth was listening in the background as well, mate. I just want to give you a quick shout out to first of all, killing it as a community manager for VeVe, loving it, and also putting out that the video about how to get involved in VeVe, how to get started. I think that's really, really cool. Having things like that in the space, getting like I said, like, you know, try and get people involved with the platform, making it easy to understand, more educational type content. Very, very cool to see. So I just want to give you a max shout out, my friend. But yeah, what else is on my list of talking points here? So that more or less covers everything. Oh yeah, has anyone seen what's been going over on Candy? Apparently, they've got some big things happening over there with their one Bat Cow artist things. Has anyone gotten involved with that? Anyone got any? Anyone know anything about it?
No, explain.
No, explain. It's like, oh, you bastard.
Haven't heard about it.
Now, let me head over to Candy's website so I can get a bit more information. So yeah, right now they've got the Bat Cows Epic Artist Editions, and basically they've got Bat Cows from very well-known artists over in the DC space. I personally am not 100% versed in some of these artists, but I do recognize a few of them. So they're basically just Bat Cow NFTs. They're limited to, I think, 60 editions, and they're done by various artists. So we've got some I've seen here on the platform before, like we've got like Amanda Connor, got Frank Miller, and they are going for a fairly hefty price tag, if I'm not mistaken. So some of them are going for $250, and the Frank Miller one is going for $500. But there's 40 editions of the Frank Miller one, and there's 60 editions of all the other artists as well. But I like the artwork. It looks very, very pretty, very nice. I personally won't be going for any of it, but if that is something that you're into and you're into the Candy platform, check it out. One thing I did do though over on Candy is I minted the year one comic book that I had a while back. Did anybody pick themselves up a copy of that?
No, I did not. I haven't really picked up anything on Candy, to be honest.
Yeah, me personally, like I haven't picked up that much on Candy either. I'm more predominantly VeVe more than anything. But yeah, I did get the Batman Year One comic. I managed to get myself an uncommon because the only reason I went for it in the first place is because I was actually lucky enough to win the majority of the comics on the Comics and Cryptos giveaway. So again, big thank you to Comics and Crypto for that, and congratulations to all the other winners as well. But yeah, I was just like one comic shy of actually minting the actual full-on comics. So I was like, I'll just spend the extra, get the full-on comic. I might get the legendary, who knows? But yeah, I got the common, the uncommon, and very cool. So if I ever get some free time, I might actually do a reading of that one as well. I might even actually do a reading of that one on the YouTube channel. So get to the comics if nobody's seen that already. Also, just sorry, go on.
But did you say you're gonna read a DC book on the Get to the Comics?
I said I could possibly read a book of these. Let's see, because there's no reason why it can't just stay VeVe. It's like, there's other platforms coming out with comic books too, isn't there? We've got DC. Ooh, yes, because look, there's Candy dropping comic books. I'm sure Cryptoys has got their comic books coming soon. So,
well, I'm there. I love DC.
Absolutely. Obviously, I ain't saying any promises yet, but like the opportunities are there. Like I said, the channel itself is I'm still fleshing it out. But I'll put it out there now. As unfortunately there won't be any Get to the Comics this Friday because I'm going away with the family and haven't had a chance to record anything. But I will say this though: next week on the 17th, on that Friday, I will be having a Get to the Comics special, and I will have a guest reader, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very devilish. I'll say that.
Ooh.
And of course, I do have a couple of other special guests lined up as well in the pipeline. Trying to get a schedule together. But like I've said before, if anyone's interested and wants to come onto the channel, drop us a DM because I said I am putting some feelers out there into the community. If anyone be interested in coming on, and yeah, it's just a fun interactive experience, which is what I'm aiming for, among other things.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm liking where you're taking your comic channel.
But anyway, I don't want to shill it too much.
Shill away.
So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm coming up on the last 15 minutes of the show. Like like I said, if there's anyone out there who wants to come up and say hi, say a few words, or even just looking for a bit of confidence to speak in the space for the first time, say that's what this channel is. That's what this space is all about. Basically, just giving everybody the opportunity to sort of come up, connect with other collectors, as well as what we do over in WebV. And that's what these Twitter Spaces are brought to you by the WebV Collective, which is I want to say collectors community that I just happen to be a part of now, which is full of amazing individuals from collectors in the space, with content creators, artists. So we do have a nice little community going now. So we've got an active group chat on X, and we do have a Discord as well. That's a bit of a ghost town at the moment. I won't lie, but I do have some ideas of how to revamp it in the future. But if anyone is interested and wants to get involved with WebV and what we're doing over in our community, please drop us a DM and we can get you involved that way. But yeah, let's see what else is there to cover. So we had the Avengers #6 comic book drop on VeVe the other day. Apparently, it is not sold out as of yet. Did anyone pick themselves up a copy?
Not I. I did not.
No, me neither. But apparently, yeah, 10 gem price point too. I thought it was a little bit steep, but apparently,
was it 10 gems?
It was 10 gems. Yeah, it was a 10 gem price point, 5,000 editions. Currently not sold out in the market, and there's still quite a lot left. But I do like the ultra rare cover. Is very cool with Baron Zemo on the front.
Interesting. I wonder why that one was 10 gems.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one does have a fairly decent price point out there in real life, and there's also the first appearance of the Masters of Evil and the first full appearance of the original Baron Zemo.
I don't even know who that is.
Baron Zemo was more or less one of Captain America's bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and the character himself, Baron Zemo, has appeared in the Marvel cinematic universe already.
Okay. I think if you pointed them out for me, I would be like, oh, okay, that's who the guy is. Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, the character himself appeared in Civil War and is also in the Captain America and Winter Soldier TV show.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna have to go look.
I want to say he was played by someone. Oh, I can never say his name. It's Daniel Brill, I think it was his name. But yeah, he the character Zemo was he's basically like one of those sort of master planner or like orchestrator type characters.
Okay, I'm gonna look him up right now. He said Daniel someone.
But yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so before I start closing out, I guess soon, Dee, what else has been happening? So, how's things been on your end? I see Hinano working hard creating the NFT collection.
Yeah, he's always burning the midnight oil, doing all that creative, fancy stuff. Me, I'm just kind of in the background, enjoying what I see that he comes out with. Yeah, no, like nothing really new. Just the same old, just trying to get our stuff together for the podcast, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able soon. I think in a couple days I'll be doing my MySpace, my Yap radio space.
Oh yes, that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
See how that goes.
And do you have like a set time for that one at all? Like if anybody wants to tune in, when roughly can we expect you?
I will let you know as soon as I have that information.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
I'll post it somewhere, and I'll put it in the in our group chat too. If anyone wants to come out and listen to me and listen to some music.
Sounds good. Well, I will definitely be listening in if I'm able to. Okay. Well, on that note, guys, if nobody wants to come up and say anything or say a few words, I think we'll start closing things out soon. Also, as well, before I forget, big shout out to Richard as well. Richard has also got his competition still in the works as well, which I'm not sure if he's got the winners together for that, but I do believe he'll be announcing winners very, very soon. So just in case you're unfamiliar with it, deadline. Oh, sorry, the deadline's already passed. Sorry, but he will be announcing the winners for his Win My Batmobile contest very shortly. And I believe he might be doing it over on the Friday's Aloha Friday channel. But
yes, so stay tuned for that. We'll see who's going to be the lucky winner, because there was a limited amount of people that entered, so
ooh.
I guess better chances for certain people that entered.
So yeah, so very, very cool. So if you are able to head over to on Friday, head over to the Real Uncommon Podcasts channel and check out Aloha Friday, where we'll also be doing some Cryptoys unboxings, I believe, as well.
Yeah, are you gonna come up? Well, if you can, yeah. If it's oh wait, no, you said you're gonna be going away, right?
I will be going away. If I'm able to, I might be able to jump in the chats, but I will definitely try and make myself known in some form.
Dude, don't get in trouble.
I know it's like I won't. I'll try and be sneaky and discreet.
Yeah, she's gonna figure it out by the 10th time you have to go use the bathroom.
That's it. And also as well, before I forget as well, with Josh, Collector's Gone Digital. Stay tuned for the latest episode or video dropping about K-pop, I believe.
Yes, sir. More on Blackpink tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks for the space, by the way.
All right, no worries, and guys. I guess on that note, then I guess I'll get us start closing up, because, like I said, it is coming up on 6 o'clock in the morning here in the UK, and my little ones will start running around demanding breakfast soon, because that's what kids do. But again, I want to say big thank you to everyone who's taken the time out of your busy day to come and listen into the space with us. It's been a bit of a different, bit of a special event this time around, because this time around we had Michael from Wallet Garden come on and talk to us about the importance of cybersecurity and just trying to spread a bit of awareness about keeping safe on Web 2, Web 3, and just some simple steps you can go just to make sure that you're following some safe practices. But like you said, if you're interested in it, head over to Wallet Guard, over to their main their website, download the extension for MetaMask and that, and start on your journey. They've also got the academy as well, so that's just full of information. So anything you're not sure about, you can always read up on that, and just little helpful tips about how to stay safe. And like Michael said, if you've got any questions, his DMs are always open, and he welcomes anybody who's got some questions. I'm sure we've got others out there in the community as well that can help out. Like I'm sure Richard's still listening there in the background as well. If anyone's got any cybersecurity questions or any information, I'm sure he'll help you out as well, and all the other members of the community as well. That's it. We're all here to help each other and help each other grow in the space. But on that note as well, I just want to say, like I said, I still see some of the listeners staying with us. Like I said, I see Doctor, I see Yo Steph, Neo Blue, Mahalo's just dropped in as well, mate. I hope you're doing well. Evolves with us. AO. Say we've got Nos, Humble, Richard, Swampy number 5, Key Collecting 98, Fried Lamberts, Robbie's Matrix still with us. And guys, just appreciate everybody taking the time to listen in. Always appreciate it. And hopefully you take away something useful out of these spaces, because that's what it's all about. And again, big shout out to the VeVe Collective, which is what these spaces are brought to you by. We're basically just a collectors community that just are looking to collect and connect with others in the space, and just to enjoy the collecting experience. And I always like to take this little part of the show just to do a quick shout out of all the different members and all their individual projects. So I got the Real Uncommon Podcast with Hinano and D. I got My Collections, K Collections, Evolved, Collectors Gone Digital, Josh. Big shout out to Double Quill and Chris Severs with their blogs on Medium and Go Collect. Also, just on the subject of Chris Severs as well, he's just dropped his latest blog on Go Collect about collecting and very, very, very cool. I personally haven't had a chance to read it myself, so I'm not going to pretend I know what it's about. But it's always a very insightful read, and I highly recommend everybody to check it out. Big shout out to Kid Arcade, where he does his show every Sundays with his co-host, the Biggest Bro. Always entertaining and always spicy, as he likes to say. Big shout out to DoktaStrange as well, with all things strange with his Stack and Slack videos. He recently just did one with the Avengers #6. Definitely check that out. Support his content as well. Also, again, another massive shout out for the doing the WebV anthem intro that I absolutely love, and excuse me, and I will be using that when it comes to posting the WebV Weekends YouTube channels. So WebV videos on the YouTube channel. And again, big thank you again for doing that. And he will do that for others. If you send him a DM and let him know, I'm sure he'll be able to fix you up something. Big shout out to Shawnee Poo as well, who's trying to get involved in YouTube again. Big shout out to Informant BE, who's always covering the drops and muzzle run. Very, very cool. Big shout out to Mr. Falcon as well, who's also doing his own little news segment now as well with his different co-hosts. So far he's had a Hoggle from Labyrinth, a Coke vending machine, and recently he just had one of the Christmas stamps. So very cool guy. And also he recently did the first episode of Get to the Comics with myself. We went over Aliens What If #1. Big shout out as well to Olga MKC with her MetaKitties project. Big shout out to Miss Gecko as well, who does the reset with Dave, and also co-hosts and is also active in all the other X spaces as well out there, and just a really positive and lovely lady in the space. Big shout out to Casual as well, who does all his AI art, which is always really cool to see, and also hosting his own spaces as well. I think he just recently did one as well. I think it's Chill Out Space, and he also does karaoke spaces from time to time as well. And again, another awesome guy in the space. And of course, last but not least, your host, MichaelK.Eth, who I've recently just started off my own YouTube channel, which I was originally doing a Relax and Read, but now I've transitioned to Get to the Comics, where we go over the comic books that VeVe has on the platform, and I always try and get a guest reader to come and chill in the space with me, because that's the secret sauce to making these things much more entertaining, is getting someone up there with me to read it. And so far we had Mr. Falcon on the premiere edition, where we covered What If Aliens #1, which is over on YouTube. So if you feel inclined to check over that out on YouTube, and stay tuned for more, because more will be on the way. Okay, well, on that note, guys, that'll be me. Again, big thank you to Dee and Josh for coming up and speaking. Big thank you to Michael from Wallet Guard to come up and speaking with us. I have been your host, MichaelK.Eth. This has been WebV Wednesdays, episode 56. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.
Peace. Thanks, Oz.